The underground fungal networks provide a form of parental nurture to seedlings, enabling orchids to support their growth. Greetings everyone! In today's video, we will be delving into an intriguing study conducted by researchers from the University of Sheffield and the University of Manchester. This study uncovers a fascinating aspect of common spotted orchids, revealing their ability to provide parental care to seedlings through shared fungal networks. It has been discovered that mature orchids transfer sugars to developing seedlings via underground mycorrhizal networks, giving them a competitive edge. This newfound knowledge sheds light on the phenomenon of orchids growing in clusters despite their seeds being dispersed by the wind. Understanding this process is not only crucial for the conservation of orchids, but may also have implications for other species. So, without further delay, let us dive into our discussion. Across the United Kingdom, one can discover the presence of the common spotted orchid, Dactylohisa fuchsi. Despite their ability to disperse through the wind, these orchids frequently gather together in clusters, with young seedlings sprouting in close proximity to fully developed plants. This intriguing occurrence has perplexed ecologists for generations, dating back to the era of Darwin, as the precise explanation behind it remains an enigma. Researchers from the University of Sheffield, in partnership with the University of Manchester, have conducted a groundbreaking study that presents the initial proof of early-stage orchid seedlings flourishing in close proximity to adult plants, thanks to a unique form of parental care facilitated by underground fungal networks. The concept of mycorrhizal networks, which are fungal networks, being a direct conduit for mature orchid plants to transfer newly generated sugars to growing seedlings, was explored by scientists. According to Professor Katie Field, a co-author of the study and a professor specializing in plant soil processes at the University of Sheffield School of Biosciences, the findings of our research confirm the notion that certain orchids partake in a type of parental nurture with their offspring. These parent orchids provide their seedlings with vital nutrients through mutual fungal connections, granting the seedlings a competitive edge over neighboring plants that are vying for the same resources. The discovery is quite thrilling, as the reason behind the clustering of these orchids, despite their seeds being dispersed by wind, has remained a perplexing mystery for centuries. Researchers conducted a study that centered around the common spotted orchid and its symbiotic relationship with Ceratobasidium cornigerum, a type of fungus. To establish a connection between mature orchids and young seedlings that lacked chlorophyll, the scientists utilized a fungal network that was cultivated on agar. After reaching maturity, the plants were subjected to a unique type of carbon dioxide that was carefully monitored throughout the entire system. The process unfolded in the following manner. The fungal network facilitated a connection between green orchid plants and growing seedlings. Subsequently, the green plants were subjected to a unique type of carbon dioxide that could be monitored throughout the entire system. Following a specific duration, the scientists conducted an examination of both the young plants and the network of fungi to determine the destination of the marked carbon. The findings were unambiguous, as the seedlings were found to be absorbing the marked carbon, suggesting that they were receiving support from the adult plants. Through the tracing of carbon movement, the research demonstrated that the fully grown orchids were, in fact, distributing their recently generated sugars to the young plants via the fungal network. According to Sir David Reed, a renowned emeritus professor of plant sciences at the University of Sheffield and the study's lead author, while most plant seeds, such as legumes, peas, beans and grasses, rice, corn, wheat, are adequately supplied with food reserves by their parent plants, orchids' dust seeds lack the necessary provisions from their parents to develop independently. Rather than being created in limited quantities, each parent orchid plant generates millions of seeds that are then dispersed by the wind into the surrounding environment. This strategy, which puzzled even Charles Darwin, was believed to have the potential for widespread distribution, allowing an individual orchid plant to colonize the entire world within a short period of time. However, Darwin noted that this did not occur, leaving him perplexed and unable to comprehend the reasons behind this failure at the time. Recent discoveries have unveiled that the subterranean growth of these seeds, which lack reserves, can rely on sugars produced through photosynthesis and transferred to them from mature plants above ground via a mutual mycelium of symbiotic fungi. The findings of the research, which were made available in the journal New Phytologist, indicate that the quantity of carbon that was transferred appeared to be influenced by the surrounding conditions, when the fungus had the opportunity to access a more abundant food source, oatmeal agar. A smaller amount of carbon was transmitted to the young plant. This implies that the intensity of the seedling's requirements might have an impact on the movement of nutrients within the network. Understanding the ecology of orchids and implementing effective conservation measures is of utmost importance, and this research sheds light on the significance of fungal connections in achieving these goals. By acknowledging the vital role that fungi play, scientists can devise more robust strategies to safeguard these exceptional and frequently endangered plants. The subsequent actions involve conducting research on this theory within the orchid's natural habitat and exploring its applicability to other species. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.